It's an absolutely perfect day outside today, and I woke up just so happy and so excited. It's December finally. I have one assignment between me and freedom until January, and I'm just so excited to read so many things this December, so many happy things, and I really hope to find worlds that I can escape to. I read a lot of serious topics in November for Nonfiction November, and I had a truly wonderful time doing so, but I really just want to take a pause from that and just read happy things. So I'm gonna go through some of the things that I'm hoping to get to in December. I'll start with the things that I want to get to accomplish some of my goals that I have set for myself this year, and then I'll talk about some of the other things that are kind of on the cusp. Maybe I'll get to them, maybe I won't, but they're on my TBR because they are possibilities. So I'll first start with the books that I'm trying to read to finish up my Read Harder challenge. I am currently reading The Art of Charlie Chan Hock Chye, and this is by Sonny Liew. He is a Malaysian author and comics artist that is residing in Singapore. In this graphic novel, Sonny Liew is focusing on a fictional comics artist named Charlie Chan, and it's tracing the political history of Singapore and Malaysia. I'm already about halfway through with it, and I have found it really original, and I'm really enjoying it. It is doing things with this medium that I haven't really seen before, so I'm excited to finish this one up. This is to satisfy my Read Harder challenge to read a Southeast Asian author. The next book is going to satisfy my read a book set before 1900 Read Harder challenge. I'm going to be reading Sarah Waters' Fingersmith. I've already started this one. I'm actually buddy reading this with Bree, who invited me. She already had 2 other people she was buddy reading this with, so now it's 4 of us. It's kind of a bigger book, and it is historical fiction, which I don't read as much of. I'm hoping that it focuses more on the thriller aspect of the book, because that's kind of how it's been described as. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I will also be reading Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret by Judy Blume, and this is to satisfy reading a book about religion, which is fiction or nonfiction. I have read Judy Blume before, and I want to continue reading Judy Blume. It's a pretty well-known book, and it's referenced a lot in literature and culture. For my last Read Harder challenge that I have left, I have to read a collection of essays. I don't really know if these count, but I'm thinking that they do. One of them is Holidays on Ice by David Sedaris. I've never read anything by David Sedaris. This one I got at a library book sale, really cheap, and it's supposed to be great for the holidays. The back kind of makes it seem like it's more tailored to men, so I don't really know if I'm gonna like it as much. It says it's a drinking man's companion, so we'll see if this satisfies being my companion when I am a drinking man. But other than this one, I just picked up at the library this one, which I don't really know if it qualifies, but maybe. And that's Heads or Tails by Lilli, Carré. It's a collection of essays or stories, but it's done in comic form. This is kind of what it looks like. It's really colorful, and it piqued my interest when I was at the library. I just picked it up and I was like, I might like this. If this is not up to my taste, I can pick this one up and still be done with my Read Harder challenge. The last 2 things that I'm really trying to accomplish, which I don't really know if it's gonna happen. One of my personal goals was to finish Dragonfly Amber by Diana Gabaldon. I literally got 100 pages in and just stopped reading. And I just never feel in the right headspace to read it, because I feel like I get distracted by other things just because it's such a chunker. And I'm hoping that because it's December and I have more time on my hands, that I could really just dive into this world and just stay in it until I finish this book. Again, we'll see if that is accomplished. If I just read 100 more pages, I think I'll be happy with myself. One of my other challenges for my personal goals was to read a book in Spanish, and I tried to do that earlier, I believe in October when it was Hispanic Heritage Month. I picked up a Pam Munoz Ryan book, or is it Pam Ryan Munoz? I'm not 100% sure how you put her last names. I didn't finish reading it. I don't know what it is. It's just difficult to read Spanish for me. So I picked up 10 Años con Mafalda, and I'm hoping that because this is a comic book strip in Spanish, maybe that'll be easier for me to get through. If you don't know who Mafalda is, she's a very popular character in Latin America. My mom has bought me things with her picture on it, like she's bought me a pencil case before of it. If I could find it in my room, I'll definitely insert like a little clip so you can see. But yeah, these are just little strips. I'm hoping that I'll get through this and that will give me a check mark for reading in Spanish. If I did it once, once. That's at least one bit better than I did the years prior. All I have left are just happy and escapist and comedy kind of books. I'm pretty sure I'll get through the majority of these just because they are graphic novels, children's literature, or really short books. I picked up a book that I am really excited about, and I told myself that I would be reading it for December. And Camille made a video recently and she talked about it again, and I was like, yes, that's the book that I'm reading this December. Soppy by Philippa. I've heard so many cute things about this book, and I'm just hoping that it's gonna make me feel happy. The next book is a children's literature series that I've been getting through this year, and I kind of stopped in the summer and I haven't picked up another book since. So this month I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be reading The Wide Window, which is the third book in the series of unfortunate events. I've been reading this with my boyfriend and we kind of just stopped. So I told him we're gonna be reading one of them in December for sure. We have to get ready for the Netflix show that's coming out soon. So the next one is the second Miss Marvel graphic novel volume. I read the first one last year. There's been like 5 or 4 that have come out since then. I really liked the first one, but I don't think it really made me want to pick up the next one right away, and as a result I just haven't. And the last graphic novel that I have here is Blue is the Warmest Color. This is by Judy Maroh. I have heard lots of things about this. Tumblr is in love with this movie, and I am trying to continue to read diversely, and I haven't read as many LGBTQ books this year, so I'm adding this one to my December TBR. The next one I picked up kind of on a whim. It was one of those 14-day sizzlers, Another Brooklyn, and this is by Jacqueline Woodson. I haven't read her book Brown Girl Dreaming, but I really want to. But I've heard lots of great things about this one as well, and I saw that it's really short. If you look on the inside, there's lots of spacing, and the indentation, it makes it look like it's going to be a fast read. This is one that maybe I will really escape to and see this kind of Brooklyn that she portrays in this book. And last but not least is another kind of happy-go-lucky book that I picked up at a recent library book sale, and that is the #1 Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. This is supposed to be that. It's supposed to make you think about the little things in life. It's supposed to be, as it says, charming, honest, hilarious, and life-affirming. Maybe I'll pick this up this December if I am continuing to feel in the mood for life-affirming books. And that's it for me for my December TBR. There's lots of books here, and I'm probably not going to get to all of them, just like I didn't get to all of my November picks. I like that I have a variety. I like that I have kind of a running theme of happiness and escapism, and I'm hoping that I enjoy all of the books that I do end up reading. I hope you have a great December reading month, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye bye.